Welcome back, beer tubers. Time to take a look at a beer that most of you probably never heard of, and one I'm not terribly familiar with because it's from a brewery that just showed up recently in California. They're out of Massachusetts, and we're going to look at Mystic Brewery and their Saison Renaud. Or I might be butchering that, might be like Renaud. But this is a Saison. It's all Pilsner malt, all Saaz hops, and they mentioned it's fermented in square fermenters using Mystic's house cultivated cultures, unfiltered, unpasteurized bottle condition. So they talk about that the bottle you find tribute to our brewery's smallest and most Mystic worker, the Renaud yeast strain. So I don't know, I'm really looking forward to this. I had one Mystic beer that a buddy bought back from Massachusetts, but glad to see him out here. Just got done brewing, want something really refreshing, so I think the Saison will hopefully be what I'm looking for. It pours out a very, very hazy golden color. Kind of what you expect with, well, more like a darker straw, just absolutely bright white head. Great head retention on this beer. A lot of carbonation. Properly carbonated for a Saison. Forgot to mention the other specs on this. It is 6.5%, 21 IBUs. This is batch number 7. So good to see them putting batch numbers and all the stats on their beers. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, there's you get the two main ingredients in there up front. That floral, spicy Saaz hop note and that sweet, sort of candy-like Pilsner malt character. Big breadiness. Then I'm picking up a lot of yeast character. Probably some like spicy phenolics from that. A little bit of like a lemony tartness to it. Some stone fruits. You get like pear, apricot, a little bit of like an apple character to it. Yeah, it smells really good, really refreshing. Let's dig in. Cheers. Yeah, that's just really easy drinking, smooth, refreshing type of Saison. Fairly clean first sip as well. Up front here with a lot of carbonation, there's a brief flash of bitterness to the beer, and then it goes very sweet. It's got the sweeter malt characteristics, sweeter bread, that sort of like candy Pilsner malt, those stone fruits I mentioned, apple, pear, apricot. Maybe like a touch of like a peachiness in there, like a fleshy type of skin of a peach. Kind of comes into play, the sweetness, and then it finishes very, very dry. You start to pick up some more of that yeast character, a little bit of that lemony tartness to it. It's got a bit of like a white wine character on the finish as well. White grape notes, a little bit of like that spiciness. I don't know if that's the Saaz or if that's the yeast coming through, because on the taste it's just there's a slight bit of phenolic character on the finish, but not too much. But there's definitely the spiciness to go with the fruitiness, and just a touch of floral character in there as well. This is a really nice Saison, really refreshing type of beer. There's a slight bit of funkiness, and I don't know if that's any kind of wild strain in there. It's hard to say. It could just be the particular French or Belgian strain of yeast they're using, and that's kind of adding a little bit of that kind of hay-like funkiness to go along with that just slight touch of lemon tartness to it. So hard to say how much of this is wild yeast or the actual Saison yeast. Kind of reminds me of the White Labs Belgian Saison 3 yeast strain when I'm drinking it. And I don't know if that's the same one, but it reminds me of a Saison that's brewed with that yeast strain. But this is really solid stuff. B+ for me. I like the Saison. I like that it's not overly peppery or overly phenolic in its character. I like the simplicity of it. It's a smash beer, single malt, single hop, and good amount of yeast character, and nice cleanly brewed beer. And I love this unfiltered, bottle conditioned, all that good stuff. So recommend checking out Mystic Brewery if you can get any of their stuff where you're at. I assume East Coast and at least Southern California can get their stuff. So check them out. It's going to wrap it up. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.